for a lot of people, retinol becomes a question after 35. Not because wrinkles starts to appear overnight, but because this is the age where prevention starts to matter more than correction. And I want to be very clear in the beginning. Retinol is not about chasing dramatic, fast results in your 30s. It's about slowing down the process, which eventually lead to deep wrinkles, loss of elasticity, and uneven texture in the later years. So in this video, I'm going to explain how often you actually need to use retinol after 35, why more is not better, and how to make it work with your skin, not against it. So let's begin by understanding what's exactly happening in your skin in this decade, especially around your mid-30s. Collagen production starts to slow down gradually. Cell turnover becomes less efficient. And your skin barrier doesn't bounce back as quickly as it did in your 20s. That doesn't mean your skin is aging badly. It only means your recovery is slower than before. And that is why your focus in your 30s should be around preventing collagen loss, supporting elasticity, and maintaining a really strong barrier. Not aggressively trying to reverse damage that hasn't fully set in yet. And this is where retinoids come in, not as a rescue treatment, but as a long-term support. Any sort of retinoid, retinol, retinol, even the prescription tretinoin, they don't work by exfoliating your skin like some acids do. They work by signaling your skin cells to behave differently. Retinoids encourage healthy skin cell turnover, stimulate collagen production over time, and improve skin texture and fine lines gradually. But here is the key point. The signaling effect does not increase proportionally with application frequency. So using retinol every single night does not mean double the collagen. It often means just double the irritation. With the skincare, especially with the retinol, consistency means more than intensity. Now coming back to the original question, what should be your ideal frequency after 35? For most people in this age group, the sweet spot is 2 to 3 times a week. This is enough to maintain collagen signaling, support long-term skin structure, and avoid chronic irritation. If you're using a well-formulated retinol or retinol, this frequency already gives your skin what it needs. You're not underusing retinol if you're using it 2 to 3 times a week. You're actually using it intelligently. Using it more frequently already makes sense if your skin is already adapted to retinol, retinoids. Your skin barrier is strong and you're not exfoliating aggressively. And even after all of that, your application frequency, if you want to increase that, it should be slow and intentional. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people pushing daily retinol too early. In your 30s, chronic low-grade irritation is more damaging than skipping retinol a night. Why? Because inflammation accelerates collagen breakdown, a compromised barrier loses water faster, and irritated skin becomes more reactive over time. So if your skin, let's say maybe 3 days in a row is constantly tight, is flaking, is very, very sensitive, that's not retinol working, that's your skin being stressed. And remember this, stressed skin ages faster. It shows the aging, the visible signs of aging faster. Also, it is very important to know retinol does not work in isolation. You need to know what other products you need to pair it with for it to work in the most effective way. If you're using retinol after 35, all the things that I'm going to tell you, they matter just as much. Moisturization. Well-hydrated skin tolerates retinol better and responds better long-term. Now looking at exfoliation, you do not need to exfoliate on a regular basis when you're using retinoids. Once a week or once in 10 days is more than enough for many people. Over-exfoliating plus retinol is the fastest way to a damaged skin barrier. And the third, the most important thing is sun protection. And guys, this is non-negotiable. Without sunscreen, your retinol effects are constantly being undone. When you're using retinol, you're constantly supporting collagen production, and as you go out in the sun, you expose your skin to this UV radiation. Retinol supports collagen and UV exposure breaks it down. You need both sides of that equation. Now, if you're thinking what kind of retinoids make sense after you're 35 or you enter this decade, well, you don't need the strongest prescription retinoid unless you are treating a specific skin concern. Most people do very well with, well-formulated retinol or a retinol for a slightly faster result. A retinoid that you can use comfortably for years will definitely outperform any strong retinoid that you keep stopping and restarting. So if you're over 35 and wondering how should you use retinol, remember this. You are not trying to fix aging. We will age. It's inevitable. You're only trying to slow it down intentionally. 2 to 3 times a week with good hydration, minimal irritation, and consistent sun protection. is more than enough to support your skin long term. Some are low strength, some are high strength. They often have some or the other kind of delivery system that helps the retinol reach the layer it is supposed to reach and work in. And I have tested all these products over period of time, maybe 15 days, 30 days, or even more, and shared those feedback and shared those reviews on my channel. You can find them on separate videos. They are linked in the description below and also in the cards above. If you're curious about what the results were for each of those products, please go and check out those videos. I hope you found today's video helpful and informative. If you do let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.